Ever noticed how Victoria Beckham walks into a room and instantly commands attention without saying a word? That quiet confidence, that effortless elegance that seems to whisper, "I know exactly who I am." It's not just about being a celebrity. It's about mastering a style language that speaks volumes. Today, I'm decoding Victoria's fashion DNA, the exact elements that transformed her from 90s pop star to global style icon, and how you can capture that same magnetic presence in your own wardrobe. What makes Victoria's approach so revolutionary is how she's redefined power dressing for women. Forget those outdated rules about dressing your age or following fleeting trends. Victoria has created a blueprint for timeless style that actually becomes more powerful as you mature. The confidence that comes with experience deserves a wardrobe that matches it, and that's exactly what we're building today. I've analyzed hundreds of Victoria's appearances to identify the 10 core principles that define her signature look. These aren't just fashion tips. They're transformation tools that can completely elevate how you present yourself to the world. So whether you've admired her style evolution from afar or are just discovering how her approach might revolutionize your own wardrobe, prepare for a masterclass in sophisticated style that works at any age, but especially shines after 50. Structured blazers, Victoria's power move. The structured blazer isn't just clothing in Victoria Beckham's world, it's armor. Not the kind that shields you from the world, but the kind that empowers you to conquer it. Victoria understands something many designers miss. A perfectly tailored blazer creates instant authority without saying a word. What separates Victoria's blazer game from everyone else's is her obsession with shoulder architecture. She chooses silhouettes that create a strong frame without overwhelming her petite build, a delicate balance that many women struggle to achieve. The common mistake? Choosing blazers that either swallow your frame or restrict movement. Victoria's versions hit that sweet spot of structure with breathing room. Here's the game-changing insight. Your blazer should never look like it's wearing you. Victoria selects pieces with enough structure to create presence but enough softness to maintain femininity. This is why she often opts for slightly longer cuts that skim the hip, creating that coveted, elongated silhouette that makes her appear taller than her 5'4" frame. For women embracing their 50s and beyond, this approach offers particular magic. A well-structured blazer instantly refines any outfit beneath it, even transforming the most basic t-shirt and jeans into something intentional and polished. It's the ultimate fashion shortcut on mornings when you need to look pulled together with minimal effort. The most frequent blazer mistake Victoria avoids? Trendy, oversized cuts that create visual bulk. Instead, she opts for precise tailoring with just enough room for movement. Remember, the goal isn't to hide your body, but to frame it beautifully. This philosophy transforms the blazer from basic workwear to a sophisticated style statement that works everywhere from business meetings to dinner with friends. Wide-leg trousers, Victoria's signature silhouette. Victoria Beckham's evolution from skinny jeans devotee to wide-leg trouser ambassador represents one of fashion's most instructive transformations. This shift wasn't just about following trends, it was about discovering a silhouette that creates effortless elegance while feeling completely liberating. The wide-leg trouser has become her second signature, creating that distinctive Beckham silhouette that's both powerful and feminine. The genius in Victoria's approach lies in the proportions she chooses. Her wide-leg trousers aren't just randomly oversized, they're architectural pieces with precise measurements. They begin with a high-defined waist, never mid-rise, which can shorten the leg line, then flow outward in a clean sweep that creates dramatic vertical lines. This intentional structure is why her pants look sophisticated rather than sloppy. Here's where most women go wrong: choosing wide-leg pants that are either too voluminous, creating a costume-like effect, or not wide enough, missing the dramatic impact. Victoria's sweet spot is a clean line from hip to hem with just enough fabric to create movement when walking. This creates that coveted walking on air effect that makes heads turn. For women over 50, this silhouette offers particular advantages. The high waist naturally defines your midsection, while the flowing fabric skims over hips and thighs without clinging. It's a silhouette that celebrates rather than constrains, allowing both comfort and elegance, a combination that becomes increasingly valuable as we embrace our authentic selves. The most transformative styling trick Victoria employs is balancing these voluminous bottoms with more fitted tops. This creates visual harmony that keeps the overall look sleek rather than overwhelming. When selecting your own wide-leg trousers, focus on finding that perfect length. They should just kiss the floor when wearing your preferred heel height, creating an unbroken vertical line that visually adds inches to your height. Turtlenecks, Victoria's foundational layer. The turtleneck represents Victoria Beckham's masterclass in understanding how the simplest pieces often create the most sophisticated impact. While many celebrities chase statement pieces, Victoria recognizes that true style icons build from refined basics. And the turtleneck sits at the foundation of her signature look. What separates Victoria's approach from ordinary styling is her attention to fit and fabric. She selects turtlenecks in ultra-fine knits that skim rather than cling, creating a sleek silhouette that layers perfectly under structured pieces. The common mistake many women make? Choosing bulky turtlenecks that add visual weight or too thin fabrics that reveal every undergarment line. Victoria's versions hit that perfect middle ground of substantial quality with elegant drape. Here's the styling secret that makes her turtlenecks look so distinctive. She often selects them in the same tone as her outer layers, creating a streamlined column of color that elongates her petite frame. This monochromatic approach transforms a simple basic into a sophisticated styling tool that creates visual height. A technique particularly valuable for women who want to appear taller and more streamlined. For women embracing their 50s and beyond, the turtleneck offers particular advantages beyond style. It provides elegant coverage for the neck area, which often shows signs of aging first, while creating a clean, sophisticated frame for the face. It's that rare piece that combines practicality with undeniable elegance, comfort without sacrificing an ounce of style. The most transformative way Victoria uses turtlenecks is as a foundation for statement jewelry. The clean, uninterrupted canvas of a simple turtleneck creates the perfect backdrop for architectural earrings or a bold necklace. This approach allows you to showcase special pieces without creating visual competition. Another example of Victoria's less is more philosophy that creates impact through restraint rather than excess. Minimalist color palette, Victoria's visual signature. Victoria Beckham's disciplined color strategy isn't just a style choice, it's a psychological tool that creates instant recognition and authority. While fashion magazines push new color trends each season, Victoria has built her entire visual identity around a tightly edited palette of black, navy, white, camel, and burgundy. This isn't boring. It's brilliant branding that ensures everything in her wardrobe works together while creating a consistent visual signature. The most common color mistake Victoria avoids? Selecting shades based on trends rather than what truly flatters your skin tone and personal style. Victoria has identified the colors that enhance her features and complement her aesthetic, then built her entire wardrobe around them. This focused approach means every piece she purchases integrates seamlessly with what she already owns, the secret to a truly cohesive style identity. Here's the game-changing insight. Limiting your color palette actually expands your outfit options. When everything works together chromatically, you can mix and match endlessly without the visual discord that comes from random color collecting. For women over 50 who've spent decades accumulating clothes in every shade, this edited approach can be both liberating and transformative. Victoria occasionally introduces subtle variations within her core palette, a softer cream instead of stark white, a rich chocolate rather than camel, which prevents the look from becoming predictable. She also understands the power of monochromatic dressing, often wearing different shades of the same color from head to toe for a sophisticated, elongating effect. The most powerful aspect of Victoria's color strategy is how it shifts focus from trendy colors to quality, cut, and proportion, the elements that truly determine whether clothing flatters your body. When you're not distracted by a rainbow of options, you can invest more thoughtfully in pieces with exceptional fit and construction. The true hallmarks of sophisticated style that becomes more valuable with age. Structured dresses, Victoria's secret weapon. Victoria Beckham's approach to dresses represents her most brilliant fashion innovation, creating pieces that celebrate the female form through structure rather than exposure. While many designers rely on revealing cuts to create impact, Victoria understands that true sophistication comes from architectural precision that frames the body beautifully without exposing too much. What makes Victoria's dresses so distinctive is their perfect balance of femininity and strength. She favors clean, defined silhouettes with strategic seaming that creates shape without clinging. The most common dress mistake she avoids, relying on loose, shapeless styles that hide the body rather than celebrate it. Victoria's approach proves you can be both comfortable and elegant without disappearing into fabric. Here's the transformative insight. The most flattering dresses don't reveal everything. They strategically highlight your best features while creating optical illusions for areas you'd prefer to downplay. Victoria's signature midi length elongates the body while providing sophisticated coverage, and her preference for defined waistlines, often achieved through color blocking or seaming rather than tight belts, creates that coveted hourglass effect without constriction. For women over 50, this approach offers particular advantages. Victoria's dresses provide coverage in all the right places while still creating a modern, feminine silhouette. The slightly longer hemlines feel contemporary rather than matronly because they're paired with clean architectural lines that keep the overall look fresh and sophisticated. The most valuable aspect of Victoria's dress philosophy is how it prioritizes versatility. Her designs transition seamlessly from professional to social settings with just a change of accessories, a practical approach for women who need their wardrobes to work as hard as they do. When selecting your own structured dresses, focus on finding pieces that maintain their shape throughout the day without constant adjustment. That combination of structure and comfort is the hallmark of truly exceptional design. Refined accessories, Victoria's finishing touch. Victoria Beckham's accessory philosophy represents perhaps her most valuable style lesson, that true sophistication comes from disciplined editing rather than excessive adornment. In a world where maximalism often dominates, Victoria's restrained approach to accessories creates a visual clarity that feels both modern and timeless. The most common accessory mistake Victoria avoids? Wearing too many statement pieces simultaneously, creating visual competition that dilutes their impact. Instead, she typically selects one focal accessory, oversized sunglasses, a structured handbag, or architectural earrings, and keeps everything else minimal. This creates a visual hierarchy that allows each piece to make its intended impact. Here's the game-changing insight. Accessories should enhance your outfit, not compete with it. Victoria treats her accessories as the punctuation marks in her style sentences. They complete the thought rather than changing the subject. This disciplined approach ensures her accessories feel intentional rather than random, creating a cohesive look that communicates confidence and self-awareness. For women embracing their 50s and beyond, this edited approach offers particular advantages. It shifts the focus from trendy, disposable accessories to investment pieces with genuine quality and presence. Victoria's preference for clean architectural designs in premium materials creates a sophisticated polish that elevates even the simplest outfits, a valuable strategy for women who appreciate efficiency in their wardrobes. The most transformative aspect of Victoria's accessory approach is how it creates a signature style element that becomes part of your personal brand. Her oversized sunglasses have become as recognizable as her clothing designs, an instant visual shorthand for her entire aesthetic. Finding your own signature accessory can similarly become a defining element of your personal style, creating instant recognition and consistency across different outfits and occasions. Monochromatic dressing, Victoria's slimming secret. Victoria Beckham's mastery of monochromatic dressing represents one of her most clever optical illusions, creating a streamlined silhouette that instantly communicates sophistication while visually elongating her 5'4" frame. This approach, wearing varying shades of a single color from head to toe, has become her most recognizable style signature, creating a visual cohesion that feels both intentional and effortlessly elegant. The most common monochromatic mistake Victoria avoids? Wearing identical shades that create a flat, one-dimensional effect. Instead, she incorporates subtle variations in tone and texture within the same color family. A camel coat with cream trousers and a butterscotch blouse, for example, creating visual interest while maintaining the elongating effect of a continuous color story. Here's the transformative insight. Monochromatic dressing creates an unbroken vertical line that instantly adds visual height and slimness. For women of any height, this creates a powerful optical illusion that makes you appear taller and more streamlined. It's perhaps the most effective styling trick in Victoria's arsenal, creating maximum impact through color strategy rather than revealing clothes or trendy statements. For women over 50, this approach offers particular advantages beyond its slimming effect. It projects a sense of confidence and self-assurance. The outfit appears considered and purposeful rather than randomly assembled. This intentionality communicates a powerful message about how you see yourself and how you wish to be perceived by others. The most practical benefit of Victoria's monochromatic approach is its accessibility. It can be achieved at any price point and with pieces you likely already own. The key is identifying your core color families and ensuring you have various pieces within each palette that can work together. This creates a system for getting dressed that delivers consistent results, simplifying the morning routine while ensuring you always look polished and put together. Elegant footwear, Victoria's foundation. Victoria Beckham's evolution from sky-high stilettos to sophisticated flats represents one of her most instructive style transformations, proving that true confidence comes from comfort without sacrificing an ounce of elegance. Her footwear philosophy now centers on designs that combine impeccable aesthetics with all-day wearability, a balance that becomes increasingly valuable as we embrace authenticity over impractical fashion statements. The most common footwear mistake Victoria avoids? Selecting shoes based solely on appearance without considering their practical function in your daily life. Victoria now chooses designs with thoughtful details like supportive structures and quality materials that allow for extended wear. This reflects a mature understanding that true style never requires suffering, a valuable lesson for women of all ages. Here's the game-changing insight. The most elegant shoes aren't necessarily the highest or the most decorated. Victoria favors clean, architectural designs with subtle details that create interest without visual clutter. Her preference for pointed toes creates an elongating effect that continues the vertical line of her outfits, while her embrace of sophisticated flats demonstrates that height and elegance aren't necessarily connected. For women over 50, Victoria's footwear evolution offers particular inspiration. Her shift toward more wearable designs acknowledges that true confidence comes from moving through the world with ease rather than constraint. This doesn't mean abandoning beauty for practicality. Rather, it's about finding that perfect intersection where both coexist, creating footwear that enhances rather than inhibits your daily experience. The most transformative aspect of Victoria's footwear approach is how she uses shoes as a strategic styling tool rather than an afterthought. She understands that the right shoes can instantly elevate even the simplest outfit, shifting it from casual to sophisticated with no other changes needed. This makes quality footwear one of the most important investments in any woman's wardrobe, the foundation upon which everything else stands. Subtle power dressing, Victoria's personal brand. Victoria Beckham's approach to power dressing represents a revolutionary departure from traditional corporate uniforms, creating authority through precision and restraint rather than masculine imitation. While previous generations of professional women adopted boxy suits and shoulder pads, Victoria has pioneered a more nuanced expression of power that feels both commanding and authentically feminine. The most common power dressing mistake Victoria avoids: relying on obvious symbols of authority rather than the quiet confidence that comes from impeccable fit and quality. Her outfits communicate competence through their precision and intentionality. Nothing is accidental or careless. Each element serves a purpose in creating a cohesive look that means business without shouting for attention. Here's the transformative insight. True power in fashion comes from authenticity rather than imitation. Victoria's style demonstrates that femininity and strength are complementary rather than contradictory qualities. Her preference for clean lines, defined silhouettes, and architectural details creates a sophisticated presence that commands respect without sacrificing personal identity. For women over 50, this refined approach to power dressing offers a sophisticated alternative to both overly youthful trends and dated corporate uniforms. It acknowledges that true authority comes from embracing your unique identity rather than trying to fit someone else's mold. Victoria's style demonstrates that confidence and competence are ageless qualities that can be expressed through thoughtful fashion choices at any stage of life. What makes this style particularly effective is its versatility across contexts. The same fundamental principles, clean lines, quality materials, thoughtful proportions, work equally well in professional settings, social events, and everyday environments. This creates a consistent personal brand that communicates sophistication in any situation, eliminating the need for multiple wardrobes for different aspects of your life. Self-reinvention through style, Victoria's journey. Victoria Beckham's transformation from pop star to respected fashion designer offers perhaps the most inspiring aspect of her style story, demonstrating how thoughtful fashion choices can support personal reinvention at any age. Her evolution wasn't just about changing clothes, but about using style as a visual language to communicate her changing identity and aspirations. The most common reinvention mistake Victoria avoided? Making dramatic overnight changes that feel inauthentic or disconnected from your core identity. Instead, her style evolved gradually alongside her professional journey, maintaining certain signature elements while refining and elevating her overall aesthetic. This created authentic transformation rather than costume-like reinvention. Here's the transformative insight. Our wardrobes can either support our personal evolution or keep us tethered to outdated versions of ourselves. Victoria's example shows how thoughtful style choices can help us embrace new chapters with confidence, creating external expressions that align with our internal growth. This becomes particularly valuable during significant life transitions, career changes, relationship shifts, or new decades, when our identities are naturally evolving. For women over 50, Victoria's journey offers particular inspiration, as these decades often bring significant life changes that call for wardrobe evolution. Her approach demonstrates how style can be a powerful tool for self-expression and reinvention, without falling into the trap of age-inappropriate choices or desperate trend chasing. It's about finding authentic evolution that honors both who you've been and who you're becoming. The most valuable aspect of Victoria's style journey is her commitment to consistency amid change. While her look has evolved dramatically, certain signatures remain constant: her disciplined color palette, her preference for clean lines, her attention to proportion and fit. This creates a recognizable personal brand while allowing room for growth and experimentation. For women developing their own signature style, this balance between consistency and evolution offers a powerful template for authentic self-expression through fashion. Authenticity over trends, Victoria's style philosophy. As we've explored Victoria Beckham's style blueprint, the most powerful revelation isn't about specific pieces, but about her entire approach to personal style, using fashion as a tool for self-expression rather than trend following. Her journey from pop star to respected designer demonstrates how thoughtful wardrobe choices can support personal evolution at any age, creating authentic transformation that aligns with your changing identity and aspirations. The common thread throughout Victoria's style evolution has been intentionality, making deliberate choices that reflect her authentic self rather than chasing fleeting trends or others' expectations. This approach becomes increasingly valuable as we mature, allowing our wardrobes to evolve alongside our personal journeys while maintaining a consistent core aesthetic that feels genuinely ours. I hope this exploration of Victoria's style principles has inspired you to look at your own wardrobe with fresh eyes, not to become a carbon copy of anyone else, but to apply these timeless principles in ways that authentically reflect your own personality and lifestyle. True style is never about blindly following someone else's formula, but about discovering what makes you feel confident, comfortable, and truly yourself. If you found value in these insights, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more fashion wisdom that celebrates style at every age. Share in the comments which element of Victoria's approach resonates most with you or how you might incorporate these principles into your own wardrobe. Your experiences and insights enrich our community and might inspire others on their style journeys. Until next time, remember that the most powerful style statement you can make isn't about following trends or spending fortunes. It's about developing a personal aesthetic that authentically expresses who you are and supports who you're becoming. In Victoria's words, "I want to empower women to feel like the best version of themselves." That's a fashion philosophy worth embracing at any age.